Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Babyface P, and as you see, you guys got to vote. You wanted to see an MP5, so there you go. That's what a parts kit looks like. Some chopped receiver, some stocks, and some magazines, and a nice bag. So that's it. That's pretty much it. This is our MP5 project coming up next. But anyways, let's jump in. I'll tell you guys how we got this, how I got this, what the price on this is, and kind of the story behind it. So stay tuned. I'll give you guys a little overview of our next project. So like I said, this is it. This is, as far as I can tell, and believe me, I'm not an HK expert, so there might be people out there, there definitely will be people watching that know a lot more about this parts kit than I do. So if you do, and I make mistakes, leave it down in the comments. Tell me what I have here, if I get anything incorrect. So, story time, before I jump in. If you guys just want to see parts, I will leave a timestamp down below. You can jump straight to the parts section where I show you guys what the parts are. But I kind of wanted to give you guys a primer, kind of a little story time on what this is, how this got to be. So, story is, a local manufacturer, Gainesville Police Department, was looking to move away from their old MP5s. These are about 35 years old. They're pretty old guns. And they're still in great shape, but they're old. They were looking to move away from the MP5 and move into something, I want to say more modern. I know the AR-15 is not a modern platform, but maybe more modern. So in the deal, the transaction they made, he said, okay, I'll make you guys some new SWAT guns. So their SWAT team, I believe, got 10.5-inch AR-15 machine guns. Pretty cool. And in exchange, he said he wanted to take all 14 of their MP5s off their hands, which for him is fine. He's a manufacturer and SOT. He can handle that. So he brought them in as demos, and he was working on selling them off to another department locally. He was trying to see if any of the other smaller departments around here were interested. Turns out nobody really wants a 35-year-old MP5. So what he said he ended up doing is he kept 2 of them. Because they're machine guns, he kept 2 of them on a dealer sample letter. So the local sheriff or one of the local PDs said, yes, demo them to us and show them off, and you get a little letter where you can keep 2. That's his, legally, that I think he's allowed to do that. So kept 2 out of the 14, so the other 12 he said, well, I gotta make my money back somehow, so he chopped them up, put them in parts kits, and said, who wants a parts kit? I happen to have somebody come by who was interested in borrowing my tools. You know who you are, because you're probably watching. And he said, hey, yeah, can I borrow, I have a die for bending, set me, HK style receiver, set me, MP5, G3, anything like that. I said, hey, can I borrow? And I was like, yeah, absolutely, come by. So he's showing off, he comes by to pick it up, and he's showing off this really cool MP5 kit. And I was like, man, where'd you get that? I really have been wanting one for a long time. And he was like, oh, you know, the local shop right around the corner has 12 of them. I was like, whoa, I need to talk about this. So put a word out to Hank Strange, who's also a friend of mine, he's local. And I said, hey, there are MP5 parts kits locally here, and I don't have any money, so you should go buy 2 of them and then let me buy one off of you as I can, you know, put the funds together. And he, thank God, agreed. I don't know how I baited him into doing that, but he agreed to buy 2 parts kits off of Glenn. So, total price, $1,500 for what you see here. And I know, a lot of you are probably like gasping right now, 1,500 bucks for a cut up HK. That's actually a good deal. As far as I can tell, it's actually a really good deal for what we have sitting in front of us. This typically from, say, HK parts or RTG, maybe 2,400. So good deal. So what do we have here? Let's go front to back, I guess. We'll start with the handguard. I had 2 options of handguard. One of them was a really old Picatinny rail, and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Or I could get the creme de la creme of the 1990s, which is a Surefire handguard. This one has been upgraded a little bit, so you can see it does work. We're going to talk about that when I do the video. I put a Malkov head in there. It doesn't fit perfectly, so we're gonna have to do a little machining to make it work. But right now, instead of the really crap incandescent bulb that was in there. We're running about 400 lumens with a 16650. So this may be old, but I think it's actually gonna work really nicely for this build. So that's what we got handguard wise. That's what I chose. Front end is ready to go. That's a really nice thing about this is the barrel's populated. Everything is there. It's ready to be plopped out and plopped back into a nice brand new semi-automatic receiver. It does say Cal 9x19 on this side. And let's see, made in Germany, HK Inc. And I guess it's imported by Sterling, in Sterling, Virginia, or that's where they're headquartered for their importation. But everything's here. Barrel is in very good shape. I doubt it was shot very much. The rifling is extremely strong. They probably, my guess here in Gainesville, SWAT I don't think is too busy in Gainesville, so my guess is they took it to the range, they practiced, they put them away in their very nice Eagle Industries bag, and it sat, ready to be used, which it probably was very rarely ever taken out. Put that aside, moving back, we have a SEF lower with a full auto pack in it at the moment, so we're gonna have to do some work to turn this into a legal pack, legal everything. I don't know exactly how to do all of it at the moment. I do have a source on hand. BWE Firearms in Orlando is on board to help me bounce questions off of, because I've never actually built an MP5, so I'm gonna bounce a lot of info off of him, a lot of questions to make sure I'm doing it correctly and legally. But full auto pack will get turned into a semi-auto. Unfortunately, we'll probably, I don't know that we're gonna clip the front. We'll probably do the fake pin with the pins coming out either side and then the shelf. That's my guess for now. Moving back, diopter sight, you know, it's an HK, you got a nice diopter sight. So we will need to, when we demill this, I believe we'll need to cut the sight base off and put the diopter, weld the sight base onto the other rail or other receiver and put our diopter back over there. Beyond that, this is kind of just a piece of scrap steel after the sight comes off. Stock, very nice stock. I think this is a F-type A3 stock. Again, if anybody out there is a HK Pro, let me know if I have that wrong. I think in my research, this is an F-type HK stock. Really nice collapsible stock. Only 2 positions. So it's open or closed, that's it. I did see that, oh man, what's the name of the company? The importer of MKE guns, Zenith. I did see that Zenith's custom shop can turn this from a 2 position into a 4 position. So we may call up Zenith and see about having them mill this in for me. So we have a 4 position stock, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I can't believe I almost forgot. I'm gonna have to edit this in real quick. In the middle, I forgot the heart and soul of the entire gun of a roller delayed blowback gun is the bolts with the rollers for the delay. It was really nice. It looks like they got brand new bolt heads right before they sold these guns off. I don't know if there's hardly any rounds in this bolt head. It's very, very nice. Nice bolt head, nice bolt spring. The extractor looks good. I've been told that this is a weak link, so I will be buying a bunch of extractor springs and maybe an extra extractor to keep in here. And one last thing is I did get a standard handguard with it as well, in case we want to switch between the light and the handguard. So I'll edit this part in because I can't believe I forgot the most important part of an HK. Roller delayed. Beyond that, like I said, there's nothing here. It's very simple. These parts kits are really, really simple. We have this very, very nice Eagle Industries bag made for the MP5. And I got three German mags with it. So inside the mag, or inside the case, we have 3 magazines. Some of them are marked made in Germany. I think one of them has the old style laser engraving that says like police, law enforcement only, 1094, blah, blah, blah. Which is kind of cool. So that's it. That's our MP5 kit. So a couple things to run past you guys to see how you guys feel on this. One, I owe a bunch of money to Hank to make sure I can pay this off. I got that covered. I'm pulling funds in. I'm kind of moving some inventory around to make sure that the 1500 is covered and out the door. We're good there. Beyond that, a receiver is about 200 bucks. A tax stamp is 200 bucks. That's on me. I'll get the tax stamp. And then if I can find a jig to straighten the receiver out, that's $300 or $400. Albeit I'm about 400 bucks behind the 8-ball right now, plus the price of the tax, or plus the price of the kit. So this project may not be immediate. I gotta warn you guys that this project may take some time to get off its feet. It's here, it's not going anywhere, as long as Hank doesn't come try to repo it from me, as long as I'm paying him off. It's not going anywhere, and it will get built eventually. My guess is it may take a month or two to make sure the finances are all lined up so I can buy the parts kit, pay off the parts kit, buy the receiver flat, and the welding kit, the fitment kit to make it semi-auto. Here's where the e-begging starts. If you want to turn the video off now, thank you for joining. I will see you guys on the next video. Don't feel bad. If you guys want to help with this, let me know of a way to... If we could crowdfund this legally, because I'm sure most of the crowdfunding sites are not going to let me make $200 to build a gun. It's just not going to happen. Maybe I'll put a PayPal link or something. If you guys want to help get this off the ground quicker, you can help by donating a couple bucks to go towards the receiver fund or something like that. Again, guys, you guys know how I am. You don't have to, and this is just pure e-begging on my part. So if you hate it, tune out. It's all right. I'll catch you guys on the next video. But if you do want to help, give me some ideas on some way to collect a little bit of funding so we can get this moving quicker. Otherwise, it may take a month or two. So it's really up to you guys if you want to see this fast. If you don't mind waiting a month or maybe 2 months, then hold off. Know that it's here. Know that it's coming, and we'll get it done eventually. So that's pretty much it for the MP5 parts kit. I can't tell you how excited I am. There's something cool. The obvious cool factor of an MP5. I mean, that's just a given. Then beyond that, it's really neat that this was a Gainesville Police Department SWAT team gun. That's kind of cool to me that I have that little bit of connection that this gun served the local law enforcement nicely. Well, we don't really have any raids around here, I don't think. Gainesville's pretty quiet city other than college kids, so who knows? I'm guessing it's sat in a bag. But anyways, there you guys go. If you like this sort of stuff, like, share, and subscribe. If you stuck around this long, hit that thumbs up button. If you have an idea of a way to help bring some funding in, secure some funding to help pay for the receiver, the tax stamp, whatever else needs to be covered, let me know. Leave a comment. I can always provide a PayPal link or a Cash App link or whatever if you guys want to donate $1 or $2 a piece, and then we can get this started like next week. Otherwise, I'll see you guys back on this in maybe a month or two. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Don't worry. Tantal videos are still coming out. I got one coming up Friday. We'll have another one on Monday. Yeah, we'll have another one on Monday. Tantal should be done real soon, so we'll get ready to go test fire that. And then we're going to start working on this one. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.